Hello students, welcome to my channel. Here today I am going to explain 9th chapter application of trigonometry of 10th class. Okay, this one is the insert syllabus, CBSE syllabus and also SSC AP syllabus also this one. Okay, so 9th chapter application of trigonometry. In previous class I explained trigonometry topic, right? Now where you will apply the trigonometry ratio, where you will use this one, this is all we are going to learn in this video. Okay, let us go to the topic, application of trigonometry. So before doing the exercise you have to know some concept here. In this topic only one exercise was there. Before going to do that, let us learn about some topics. Okay, see here, first right angle triangle. In the trigonometry concept I explained that the trigonometry ratios are applicable on right angle triangle, right? So what does the mean of right angle triangle? You learned, right? One angle must and should 90 degree. If one angle is 90 degree, then you call it as right angle triangle, right? So in trigonometry ratios are applicable only on the right angle triangle we explained. And if you take this as a theta, opposite to this angle, this side you call it as opposite side, and near to this theta means the closer line to the theta is nothing but adjacent side, right? So this slant line you call it as hypotenuse side, which you learn in the previous trigonometry concept, right? So you learned about right angle triangle, right? Next, what? Line of sight. What does the mean of line of sight here? In this topic, most important concept, this one, the line of the sight. What is the mean of that? See here, for example, there was a building. Okay, so on the building one person was standing, okay, or one girl was standing here, and this one is ground. Okay, this one is the ground. Here one girl was standing here. Okay, for example, you are standing on the building and your friend was standing here. So from the terrace you are seeing your friend, you are watching your friend, right? So this line is nothing but building, this line is nothing but road. On the road your friend was standing and you are watching him. An angle will form here, right? So the T is nothing but line of sight. You are watching down, right? So one line will create between the eye and the friend, which he was standing here, and to your eye. So that line is nothing but line of sight. He was watching down, so the arrow I kept down. Okay, so when the person was watching this person, when the line was created, here one angle create. Okay, here one angle create. So that angle is nothing but theta. This theta is nothing but angle of elevation. So the angle formed between horizontal line and the line of sight, then that angle is nothing but angle of elevation. That means when a person was watching upward direction, then angle of elevation created. Okay, understood? So next, angle of depression. For example, again I denoted the line as a building and the road has a horizontal line, and your friend was standing down and you were standing at the top of the building. Okay, so now in this case what will happen? The person who was standing at the top of the building will watch his friend who was standing on the road. Okay, there again one more line of sight will create there. Okay, between the observer and the object. Here the observer was at the top of the building and the person was at the down of the building. Okay, so again here angle was created between the line of sight and horizontal line. Okay, so that means here the observer was watching downward direction. When the observer was watching downward direction, there create angle of depression. So first I am drawing horizontal line where the observer was seeing. From there I drawn one horizontal line. So now what I said, between the observer eye and the line of sight, the angle between the observer eye and the line of sight, one angle was created. So that angle is nothing but theta. So that theta is nothing but angle of depression. Okay. So here the angle between the observer eye and the line of sight is nothing but angle of depression. In case 1, the angle was created between the observer who was standing at the road and he was watching top of the building, that person. Okay, that means in this case he was watching upward direction. But in this case, the angle created when the person was watching downward direction from the top of the building. So I drawn there one horizontal line. So the angle between that horizontal line and line of sight is nothing but angle of depression. So understood the concept here, angle of elevation and angle of depression, right? And one more thing I want to say. I said you that the angle was created when one person was watching upward direction, that angle is theta, and another angle was created when the person was seeing downward direction, that is also called as theta. Okay, this angle is always equal to this angle, that means angle of elevation is equal to angle of depression. How? Because you know that these two are parallel lines, the road and the horizontal line which you drawn by the observer, these two are parallel lines, and this one is nothing but transversal line. Transversal line means what? The line which intersect between two parallel lines, that is called transversal line. So when the transversal line drawn between the parallel lines, the alternate angles of this are always equal, which you learned, right? So these two angles are what? These two are alternate angle of interior. So alternate interior angles. So alternate angles are always equal. That's why this angle is equal to this angle. Understood? So this angle of elevation is equal to angle of depression. Okay, so here in this concept you learn line of sight, angle of elevation, angle of depression. Then what is the trigonometric ratio? How you will applicable here? You learnt in the previous class, right? What are the trigonometric ratio? How it will create from the right angle triangle, sin theta, cos theta. You learned about this all. But where do you use this trigonometric ratio? How you will use this trigonometric ratio here? That means, for example, to you one question was given that there was one a tree or one ladder or one building. You denote that you don't need of drawing building or ladder or tree or a temple. If they given in the question there was a temple, you have to denote it in the straight line, or the pole you have to draw it in the straight line, or the ladder you have to draw it in the straight line, or any object. According to the object you observe that object will be straight or slant. If they're straight, you have to draw one single line. And in the question again they will give that there was a road or there was a river. So road, river, the line will be represent like this, means road will be like this, right? So no need of drawing the road, everything. You have to denote the road by straight line. Okay, so now if they will say that they took one rope and they tied the height of the pole and on the ground, then how it will be tied here? See here, it create like this. This is nothing but hypotenuse line. Okay, so in this way you have to draw the diagram. Okay, you have to read the question, and if height of the pole, draw a straight line. If road or river, draw this line. And if they say that tie the rope from height to ground, then you have to draw one slant Okay, or they give sometime the slider in the playground. The children will play slider, right? So that slider will be like this, right? And the height of the slider, how you calculate? The height of the slider is always straight, right? And the ground is nothing but straight line. Understood? In this way, with the help of the question, you have to represent. Okay, you represent this in this way, and you learned that some angle of elevation or angle of depression it takes place. That means, for example, the person was watching from here to here, then it creates some angle. Okay, when it creates some angle, how you will use this trigonometric ratios means, for example, in the question he given that height of the pole was 5 meters. Okay, and the rope was tied, it was 12 meter rope was tied to top of the pole and ground. Okay, then you have to find this one. That means the distance between these 2 points. Okay, then what you will do, go to the trigonometric ratio. Here I said you opposite to this angle, this one is opposite side, this one is hypotenuse side, you want adjacent side. Okay, so see in the lesson where it will be. For example, this angle I given 30 degree. Okay, you want to know adjacent side. Okay, you know opposite side. In sine, cos, tan, where the opposite and adjacent will come here? At tan it will come, right? So angle how much? Tan 30. Tan 30 means opposite by adjacent. So here angle 30 opposite side means how much you wrote here? 5. By adjacent means we don't know. So tan 30 value how much? So tan 30 value 1 by root 3. So if you crisscross this one, cross multiplication, then what you will get? Adjacent equal to 5 root 3 meters. This is nothing but the distance between this pole and ground where you tied the knot, right? The distance between the 2 points. In this way, you will use this trigonometric ratios in this concept. Understood? So for this the tables are also important, means the values of sine, cos, tan, this all. So you can use any sine or cos. If they ask opposite side and hypotenuse, if they given information, you will use sine theta. If they gave opposite and adjacent, you have to use tan theta. If they gave adjacent and hypotenuse, they say to find adjacent you will use cos theta. So according to the question you will find out. For that reason you have to remember the tables, and in this way the trigonometric values are applicable in this concept. So before going to the exercise, let us discuss about example 1. Okay, a tower stands vertically on the ground. So a tower stands vertically on the ground. I said when a tower or building anything given, you have to draw a straight line. So from a point on the ground which is 15 meter away from the foot of the tower. So which is 15 meter away from the foot of the tower means this one is the foot of the tower, this one point on a ground. So this total length is how much? 15 meters. So from here it creates some angle of elevation. So that angle is nothing but 60 degree. A, B, C. So what he asked to find? Height of the tower. So you know here theta value, you know here adjacent side value, you want opposite. In which formula opposite and adjacent you will see? Tan value. So tan 60 equal to opposite by adjacent side. So tan 60 equal to opposite side means AB by adjacent side means BC. So tan 60 value how much? Root 3 equal to AB by BC how much? 15 meters. If you transpose 15 this side, AB equal to 15 root 3 meters. So the height of the height of the tower is 15 root 3 meter. Understood? So let's go to the exercise 9.1 here. First question. Okay. A circus artist is climbing a 20-meter long rope which is tightly stretched and tied from the top of a vertical pole to the ground. What he said here, there was a long rope and also one vertical pole. I said you in the before concept, right? Vertical pole means you have to denote it as straight line. Okay, so what he did, he tied a 20-meter long rope tightly to the vertical pole and ground here he tied. So the ground you will draw like this, right? So they tied from the top of the vertical pole to the ground. Now what I did, I joined this two. Okay, this one is the foot of the pole and this one is the rope where you tied at the ground. Okay, so I drawn this line. Okay, so what he was saying, so a circus artist is climbing 20-meter long rope means the person was climbing from here to up. That means it was creating angle of elevation. So angle of elevation, how much here given? Angle how much given? 30 degree. Okay. The rope length how much given? 20 meter. Here rope means what? This one, right? So the rope length is 20 meters. And what he said to find here? Find the height of the pole. That means pole height he was asking. Okay. So write out given rope length equal to 20 meter, angle of elevation equal to, angle of elevation how much? 30 degree. Okay, I named it as ABC. Okay, near you have equal to 20 meters equal to AC, 30 degree. Near you have hypotenuse. AC means what? Hypotenuse. And you have to find opposite side. The height of the pole means this, right? So you have to find out this one. And you have one angle. In the trigonometric ratio, where you will use opposite side and hypotenuse here? Sine, right? So sine 30 equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. Okay, so sine 30 equal to, here opposite side means AB by hypotenuse means AC equal to, AB means how much? We don't know. So AB by AC means how much? 20 meter. So what is the value of sine 30 here? 1 by 2 equal to AB by 20 meters. Okay, now you have to find out AB. Then you have to send transpose 20 meter to left side. Then where it will be in numerator. Here denominator, if it go that side, numerator. 20 by 2 equal to AB. Okay, so 2 in this 10 times. That means AB equal to 10 meters. That means the height of the pole is 10 meters. In this way you have to find. Okay, next question. A tree breaks due to storm and the broken part bends so that the top of the tree touches the ground, making an angle 30 degree. What he was saying, there was one big tree. The half of the tree was break down. For example, this one is a tree. Okay, half of the tree was break down due to the heavy storm. And after breaking down, what happened? It will be bend. This tree will bend here. Okay. So, when the tree touches the ground, makes an angle. When it touches the ground, it makes an angle how much? 30 degree. Now you have to join this foot of the tree to the ground. Because to the ground only, no, it makes angle 30 degree here. Okay, so what he was saying here, the distance between the foot of the tree to the point where the top touches the ground is 8 meter. That means the distance between the foot of the tree and where the top touches the ground, that means this distance is nothing but 8 meter. Then what he said, find the height of the tree. So observe here, up to here, this side, not only height of the tree, the height of the tree means this side and this side. You know that this total tree, it was total tree, break down to half and bend down. Okay, so the total height of the tree means hypotenuse plus opposite side, then only it comes total side. Okay, so let us see here how you will find here. Let us write down A, B, C, and I kept here A dash. Okay, so A, B was break down and fallen here. Okay, so I kept it as A dash at the ground. Okay, so see here, you have here adjacent and you have here one angle. You have to find out opposite side, and also here you have to find out hypotenuse. So first let us take opposite. You have to find out opposite side, and you have adjacent side at one angle. Where opposite and adjacent will come here? At tan 30 degrees equal to opposite by adjacent. By this you can find out opposite side value. Okay, so tan 30 degree equal to opposite side means what? BC. By adjacent side means what? AC. Okay, so tan 30 value how much? 1 by root 3. Okay, so BC means what? We don't know. So write down BC. By AC means how much? 8 meters. Okay, you have to find out BC, right? So you have to transpose 8 meter to left side. So what will you will get? 8 by root 3 equal to BC. That means BC equal to 8 by root 3 into root 3 by root 3. That means 8 root 3 by 3. So this is nothing but length of this half of the tree, length of half of the tree. Other half you have to find. Here you other half of the tree is nothing but hypotenuse. If you want hypotenuse, you have here adjacent at one angle. That means adjacent by hypotenuse means cos 30 equal to adjacent means how much? AC. By hypotenuse means how much? A dash B. Okay. So what is the value of cos 30 here? Root 3 by 2. By equal to AC value how much here? 8 meters by A dash B. Okay. So if you transpose A dash B to this side and root 3 by 2 to right side, then what you will get? A dash B equal to 8 into 2 by root 3. That means A dash B equal to 16 by root 3. Okay. So how you will write this one? Root 3 by root 3. That means 16 root 3 by 3. Okay. So here what I said here, he said to find out the height of the tree. Half height of the tree is 8 root 3 by 3. Other half is 16 root 3 by 3. Now what you have to do? You have to add here. Height of the tree equal to BC plus A dash B. Okay. So BC how much here you got? 8 root 3 by 3 plus A dash B how much you got? 16 root 3 by 3. So LCM how much here? 3. Okay. So 8 root 3 plus 16 root 3. 8 plus 16 how much? 24 root 3 by 3. Okay. So here 3 8s are 24. That means 8 root 3 meters. So the total height of the tree how much? 8 root 3 meters. Got it? Let's do next. A contractor plans to install 2 slides for the children to play in a park. Okay, a contractor plans 2 slides for the children in a park. Okay, so for the children below the age of 5 years, she prefer to have slide whose top is at a height of 1.5 meter. So here in the question he given that for the children who was age below 5 years, for them one sliders we want to prepare. So slider means how it will be slant. Okay, so this slider height how much he said? 1.5 meters. That means this is the slider. The slider height means from the top to end. Okay, so this is the height. So I joined this point and foot of the slider. Okay, this one is slider. Okay, now what he was saying, and is inclined at an angle of 30 degree, and this one angle how much? 30 degree to the ground. So whereas for the children she wants to have steep side at a height of 3 meter, means this one for the small children, okay, below 5 years. Here it was for elder children. Again she planned another slider. Okay, slider means again here it will be slant. Okay, but the height of this slider is nothing but this slider is height of 3 meters. Okay, now I drawn again one line here. Okay, so this is nothing but slider. This is the height of the slider. I joined this foot of the slider and this point. Here again at an angle 60 degree it was inclined. Here angle create how much? 60 degree in this slider. Okay, so what he said to find what should be the length of the slide in each case. So what he was asking, the length of the slider in the each case he was asking. Okay, so first let us take the case 1. Case 1, here you have angle, here you have opposite side, you want length of the slider. That means you want here hypotenuse. Where in which formula there will be opposite and hypotenuse? Sine formula. So angle how much given? Sine 30 equal to opposite by hypotenuse. Here I kept again ABC. Okay, so sine 30 equal to opposite side means how much here? 1.5. Hypotenuse means AC, we don't know. So sine 30 value how much? 1 by 2 equal to 1.5 by AC. Now you want AC. What you will do? Cross multiplication. Okay, AC into 1, AC equal to 2 into 1.5, 3 meters. So AC how much you got? The slider length how much? 3 meter in the case 1. Okay, now in the case 2, here again what was there? Opposite side was there. You have to find out hypotenuse here, means the length of the slider. So again you will use here which trigonometry ratio? Sine. The angle how much given? 60 degree. So sine 60 is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse. Again I kept here ABC. Opposite means AB by hypotenuse means AC. Okay, so sine 60 means how much here? Root 3 by 2 equal to AB means 3 by AC means you have to find out. Now again cross multiplication do. AC root 3 equal to 2 into 3, 6. Okay, so if you want AC you have to send this root 3 to right side. That means 6 by root 3. Now what will happen? Rationalize here. How much you will get? 6 root 3 by 3. 3 2s are, that means 2 root 3 meters. So here this slider length how much? 2 root 3 meters. Okay. So one slider length you got 3 meter, another slider length you got 2 root 3 meters. So the length of the slider are 3 meter and 2 root 3 meter. Understood? Let us do next sum. So next, the angle of elevation of the top of a tower from a point on the ground which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower is 30 degree. That means he was saying one tower will be there. Okay. So tower means how you will draw here? One straight line, as I said. And the angle of elevation was falling from the top of the tower. Okay. So the angle of elevation on the top of a tower from a point on the ground which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower. So this elevation was falling from top of the tower with the distance of 30 meter. That means here I am drawing this line. Okay. So the line from the foot of the tower to the of elevation of the top of the tower where the shadow was falling. Okay. So what is this one? What is the length of this? 30 meter. Okay. So from the foot of the tower, the angle of elevation how much here? 30 degrees. Okay. I named it as again ABC. Then what he said to find? Find the height of the tower. That means he was said to find AB. Okay. So we know that here you have adjacent side, you have to find opposite side and one angle was there. That means opposite and adjacent in which trigonometry ratio you will find? Tan. Tan 30 equal to opposite by adjacent. Okay. So tan 30 equal to opposite side means AB by adjacent side means BC. Okay. So tan 30 means how much value? 1 by root 3 equal to AB by BC means 30 meters. Okay. If you transpose this 30 meter to left side, what you will get? 30 by root 3 equal to AB. That means AB equal to 30 by root 3 into root 3 by root 3. Rationalize I did. That means 30 root 3 by root 3 into root 3, 3. 3 in this, 10. 10 root 3 meters. That means the height of the tower is 10 root 3 meters. Understood? Next, a kite is flying at a height of 60 meter above the ground. Okay, so the kite was there. So the kite was flying in the height, means from the ground it was at a height of 60 meters. So height means what you have to do? You have to draw one line. Okay, so what he was saying here? So the kite above the ground, the string attached to the kite is temporarily tied to a point on the ground. So here the kite was there. The kite will have string, right? So that string, that rope was tied at the ground. Okay. The inclination of the string with the ground is 60 degree. So when it was tied to the ground, it forms an angle of 60 degree. Now I am joining this ground and this line. Okay. So this angle is nothing but 60 degree. So the kite was flying on the air from the height of 60 meters from the ground. So from the ground it was flying at 60 meters and it was tied at the point P and it forms one angle is nothing but 60 degree. Then what he said to find? Find the length of the string assuming that there is no slack in the string. So he said to find this length of the string and there is no slack. Slack means no disturbance was there for this type of string, not there. It was straight only. Okay. So when it was straight, he was saying to find out the length of the string. So see here, you know here opposite side and you know here angle. Okay. So opposite side, you know, you want hypotenuse side and you have here angle. Opposite and hypotenuse, on which trigonometric ratio you will get? We know that sin 60 equal to, for example, I kept here, okay, sin 60 equal to kq by kp. So here write down, let k be the kite. Okay, so k means here kite. Okay, so sin 60 equal to kq by kp. So sin 60 equal to kq, how much here? 60 meters by kp you have to find out. So I wrote here kp. So sin 60 value what here? Root 3 by 2 equal to 60 by kp. Now what you will do? Cross multiplication. That means kp root 3 equal to 2 into 60 means 120. Okay. So you want here kp. Kp equal to, if you transpose root 3 this side, you will get 120 by root 3. So here I am rationalizing this root 3. Then what you will get? 120 root 3 by root 3 into root 3, 3. Okay. If you cancel this one, 3 4s are 12, 0. That means 40 root 3 meters. So the length of the string is 40 root 3 meters. Understood? Next sum. A 1.5 meter tall boy is standing at some distance from a 30 meter tall building. Okay. So one boy was there. Okay. He was how much tall here? 1.5 meter tall. Okay, he 1.5 meter tall boy is standing at some distance from a 30 meter tall building. Some distance from a, here one building was there. I said building or pole, anything came, have you will denote with a straight line. So this building height how much given? 30 meters. Some distance from a 30 meter tall building. Okay. So the angle of elevation from his eye to the top of the building increase from 30 to 60 degree. That means the angle of elevation means this person was watching here top of the building. After few seconds he walked up to here. Then he watched here. Okay. So when you are watching with some distance the top of the building, one angle will create. Okay. When you go closer, what you will do? You will bend your head more to see the top. Okay. When you are going closer, you have to bend up more to see that object at the top of the building, right? That means when you go closer to the building, the angle was increasing here, right? That means, so the person was standing here and he was seeing the top of the building. Okay. So here the top of the building, the person was seeing the top of the building. So he creates some angle of elevation. Then here one angle of elevation he created. Then what happened? So what happened now? He walks towards the building. Okay, when he walks towards the building, the angle of elevation was increased from 30 to 60. I said you, as you go closer to the building, the angle of elevation will increase because you bend your head more up to see the object. So I am drawing here this one. The person was here. Okay. So here the angle of elevation first how much? 30 degree when the person was watching at the starting point. After walks towards the building some distance. Here the angle of elevation, how much it was created? 60 degree angle it was created. Understood? 30 to 60 degree when he increases when he walk towards the building. Understood? So I kept here A, here B, here C, and this one is the ground. This one is the ground. Okay, so you are calculating here angle of elevation means from the eye, right? So I started from here. The eye will be here, right? The whole person height was 1.5 meter, but the observer eye was here. So from here he was watching. That's why from the observer eye I drawn one horizontal line, and I drawn one line of sight from here, and after traveling some distance the line of sight again I drawn from here. So this one is the ground. Okay, so I connected the ground. So from the ground to top the height is 30 meter. In this 30 meter, from here to here is the person height. The tall boy height is 1.5 meters. From here to here, how much? A, B, I kept C here, I kept D here, E here. Okay, I wrote D, E here. Okay, so the person was, the total, the height of the tower was 30 meter. So the height of the tall building was 30 meter. In that the person was standing in front of it. Here 1.5 meter the person height. I drawn this horizontal line from his eye. Okay, from his eye, and from his eye I drawn the angle of elevation. That means you have to minus this, right, to get AB. AD minus BD, then you will get AB. Okay, so because you no need of include this BD, because this is the person height also. From the observer eye you drawn the line. That's why you will take this as the adjacent side. Okay, so what he said, find the distance he walked towards the building. So he was asking this distance. Okay, he was asking that distance. So what you will do now? We know that AD equal to 30 meters, BD equal to, BD means here, BD equal to 1.5 meter. So AB how much? AB equal to AD minus BD. That means 30 minus 1.5. That means, so 28.5. So 28.5 means 285 by 10. Okay. So 5 2s are 5 4 5 5s are 25, 5 7. That means 57 by 2 meters. This distance, AB distance value. Okay. Now what he has to find the distance he walked towards the building. Okay. So first let us find out. First let us take this angle. After that we will take this angle. That means if you take this angle you will get which length? This total length. Okay, with the help of this angle you have to find out BC. You will get BC. Okay, so next what you will do, take this angle and take this triangle, then with the help of this angle find out this value, this adjacent side value. Then what you will do, total side minus this side, then you will get this side. Understood? That means how much the person walked from here to here, the distance you can find out like that. So let us take. So here BC, how much you got here? BC equal to 57 root 3 by 2. Okay. Now which triangle you have to take? AFB. So triangle AF, here angle theta equal to 60 degree. Okay, so AB equal to 57 by 2 meters. Okay, so again here I want adjacent side. I know opposite side. That means which value you have to take? Tan. Tan 60 equal to AB by BF. Okay. So AB means how much? 57 by 2 BF. Okay. So tan 60 value how much here? Root 3. Tan 60 value root 3. Write down this one 57 by 2 BF. Now cross multiply. What you will get? 2 root 3 BF equal to 57. Okay. Send this 2 root 3 here. BF equal to 57 by 2 root 3. That means root 3 into root 3. How much you will get? BF equal to 57 root 3 by 6. Okay, root 3 into root 3, 3. 3 2 is 6. Okay, now what you have to do here? You know BC value, you know BF value. You have to find a CF. That means BC minus BF. Then you will get easily CF. So, CF equal to BC minus BF. Okay. So, BC how much you got here? BC how much you got here? 57 root 3 by 2. 57 root 3 by 2 minus BF how much you got here? 57 root 3 by 6. Okay. So, LCM how much here? 6. 2 into 3 into 3 into 1 into 1. 171 root 3 minus 57 root 3 equal to, so 171 root 3 minus 57, so 114 root 3 by 6. Okay, 6 in this, 6 1 6 9s are 54. That means 19 root 3. So here how much distance he walked from C to F? 19 root 3. So the distance he walked towards building is 19 root 3 meters. Okay. So see here, from a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the bottom and the top of a transmission tower fixed at the top of a 20-meter high building are 45 degree and 60 degree. So by this what you understood? There was 20-meter high building. I said you, when any high building or anything it was given, you have to draw one straight line. So this height how much? 20 meter. On this high building, there was one tower. Okay, there was one tower. Okay, we don't know the height of the tower here. So, this one is this point. If you keep A, this point B, this point C. So, B is the bottom of the tower, A is the top of the tower. So what he said, bottom of the tower and top of a tower created angle of elevation of 45 degree and 60 degree. So first bottom was there 45 degree. So from the bottom draw one angle of elevation. Okay. Next from A draw one angle of elevation. Okay. So here it was and I joined this one. Okay. So this one bottom of the tower, right? So bottom of the tower, how much angle of elevation? 45 degree. So top of the tower 60 degree. Okay. So what he said to find here? Height of the tower. That means he said to find here AB height. Okay. So we know that in triangle, first let us take this small triangle, then you will take big triangle. Okay. So I kept here name as A, B, C, D. Okay. So for finding the AB, height of the tower, you have to find the total height AC. Okay. Then from the AC you will minus BC, means you will get AB. Okay. So first we will take small triangle. So in triangle BCD, so this small triangle angle how much? 45. That means tan 45 degree. Why I took tan 45 in the small triangle? You know opposite side. Okay. And you want adjacent side. That's why I wrote tan 45. So tan 45 equal to BC by CD. Okay. So see here, tan 45 value how much? 1 equal to BC by CD. If you transpose CD this side, CD equal to BC. So from this, keep it as equation 1. By this you understood the CD value equal to BC value. Okay. Next take the triangle ACD. Triangle ACD. Okay. Here theta how much given? Angle ACD 60 degree. Okay. So angle AC means what? AB plus BC. Okay. AB plus 20 meters. Angle AC means AB plus 20 meters. So what you will do here? Tan 60. So tan 60 equal to, tan 60 means what? AC by CD. Right? So tan 60 equal to AC means what? AB plus 20. And from equation 1 CD means what? BC. So tan 60 equal to AB plus 20 by BC. So tan 60 value how much? Root 3. So AB plus 20 by BC how much? BC value how much? 20. So 20. Transpose this one this side. 20 root 3 equal to AB plus 20. Now transpose this one to left side. 20 root 3 minus 20 equal to AB. Okay. From this 2 what was common? 20. If you take out 20, root 3 minus 1 equal to AB. That means AB equal to 20 into root 3 minus 1 meters. Okay. So AB is nothing but height of a tower. The tower height how much? 20 into root 3 minus 1. The height of a tower is 20 root 3 minus 1. Next, a statue of 1.6 meter tall stands on a top of a pedestal from a point on the ground. Okay, so there was one pedestal. Pedestal have some height. Okay, on the pedestal there was one statue. The statue, how much tall it was? 1.6 meter tall was on the pedestal. This pedestal on the ground. Okay. So what he said, the angle of elevation of the top of the statue is 60 degree. That means the angle of elevation it was creating from the top of the statue. That is nothing but 60 degree. This one is ground. I am connecting here. So this angle of elevation nothing but 60 degree. Next, and from the same point, the angle of elevation of the top of the pedestal is 45 degree. So top of pedestal means here. Okay. So this pedestal at top of the pedestal means this. On the top of the pedestal there was a statue. Okay. So from here the angle of elevation it was created is 60 degrees. So here the top of the pedestal created is 45 degrees. Okay. So here total this one is 60 and pedestal created 45 degree. So what he asked here, find the height of the pedestal. So he asked here height of the pedestal. So let us name it as A, B, C and D. Okay, so we know that in triangle ACD, okay, ACD. So first let us take small triangle BCD in the same way. Problem how you did, in the same way we will do this problem also. So BCD, theta how much? 45 degree. So tan 45 degrees equal to BC by CD. BC by CD. Okay. So tan 45 value how much? 1 equal to BC by CD. Now transpose this one this side. CD equal to BC. Keep it as equation 1. Okay. Next in triangle ACD, theta how much? 60 degree. Okay. So AC equal to AB plus BC. So AB how much? 1.6 meter plus BC. Okay. So take tan 60 degree equal to, here tan 60 means what? AC by CD. AC by CD. So tan 60 degree equal to AC how much here? 1.6 plus BC by CD how much here from equation 1? BC. Okay. So tan 60 value how much here? Root 3. Okay. Tan 60 value root 3. 1.6 plus BC by BC. Now transpose this BC this side. Root 3 BC equal to 1.6 plus BC. Now transpose this BC that side. Root 3 by BC. Root 3 BC minus BC equal to 1.6. Common from this two what? BC. Okay. So root 3 minus 1. Common from this two what? BC. So BC if you take common, root 3 minus 1 equal to 1.6. So from this BC equal to 1.6 by root 3 minus 1. So down it was in the root. So you have to rationalize with root 3 plus 1, root 3 plus 1. So 1.6 into root 3 plus 1 by A minus B into A plus B. That means A square minus B square. That means 1.6 into root 3 plus 1 by 4 minus. So root 3 square means what? 3. 3 minus 1. That means 1.6 into root 3 plus 1 by 2. 2 in this how many times it will go? 0.8. So answer is 0.8 into root 3 plus 1. Okay. So the height of the pedestal is 0.8 into root 3 plus 1. So understood students? In the next video I will explain other 8 problems. In this video I explained half of the exercise. So if you have any doubt, just comment me. Then I will see and I will reply to it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. If you want more videos, please subscribe to my channel and also comment me which topic you want. Okay, I will explain that in the next video.